Hello, good morning. So I've been talking a lot about context and why I think context is so important, and also why I think it's so important that people start building their own context or their own knowledge base separate from language models. So this is a talk from the AI Engineering Summit. They did AI Code this time. It's so many good talks. You should definitely check it out. This is a talk from a couple of guys from Anthropic, all about skills. So this is an example I'm using here. I'm definitely on what I would say the ADHD spectrum, and so what I'm looking for myself is the most efficient or frictionless way to consume the content so I don't fall into this passive consumption trap. So Kapati talks about this. He calls it the shortification of learning. You could also call it pseudo-learning. Basically decided that it's really easy to fall into the trap of feeling like you're learning by just watching all of these podcasts, videos, reading papers, but not really doing anything with that material. So I'm trying to convince people that I think the best way to do this is to build your own external knowledge base. And because it's a forcing function, it makes you extract ideas and insights in a more thoughtful way. So I'm going to show you an example of that. This is the video or the research material that I want to make sure that I'm engaging with in a more efficient way. So I grabbed the link there, and I'm going to jump over here to Ra. So this is the app. There's now a free version. So all this is a local SQLite database. So when you download the application, it's seeding a database on your local device, and then you've just got this system here that's helping you kind of collect and organize ideas and thoughts and different things that you're researching. So try it out. There's also open source, so you can download it, roll your own. So let me show you the example here. So I took that podcast. I'm going to drop it here. There's a quick add feature, so I can easily add material or research into the database. And there's many different ways to add material in, so I'm going to kind of show you that. And the idea here is I'm just having multiple touch points with this point of research, the video on skills. So I have now added the actual podcast here, so it's automatically chunked and embedded the transcript and added it here into my database. But there's other interactions that I need to have to actually get the most from this. So maybe I watched it. This is my personal process. I watched the video, listened to the video, took some notes, noted down some questions that I had, and then I like to do something else with it. So I will take the whole transcript, and I'm going to jump back over to this screen here and drop the whole transcript into ChatGPT or Grok and literally just ask questions. I think that's the magic of this is really just being able to ask stupid questions. So you can see here, if I can find it, yeah, I'm just asking dumb questions here that I wouldn't be probably comfortable to ask out in public, but it's really nice to be able to do this. Is it literally a markdown file? And then how is this markdown file related to tools? Give you a more tangible example. Okay, so this is the conversation that I had with ChatGPT about skills, and I can literally just copy and paste this. So I'm going to grab this whole conversation that I had here, and the beauty of doing this is when I take this conversation, so I'm just going to copy it and come here to the quick add, and I can literally click chat and paste. This is the whole conversation I had, and because I selected chat, it's going to know that this was a back and forth conversation that I had with a language model, and it's going to be able to synthesize and kind of extract and pull out where my learning gaps were. This conversation focused on anthropic skills, conceptually redefine agent design. What you're trying to do, you're trying to grasp the practical implications of the skills and how it can be applied to your projects. So I've now got these two nodes in here, and I will connect these together, right? So I'm building this knowledge graph. One more example, actually maybe two more examples. So another place that I might be having a conversation here is in Claude. So this is Claude Desktop here, and I'm just going to show you an example here of a question that I might ask. So I'll say, find me the three resources, the 3 best resources to learn about Claude skills. And then I'm going to say, when this gives me the response, can you add this into RA? Official documentation, tutorial, Skyworks, great. Can you add these into RA? Okay, because I set up this MCP integration, which there's documentation on this, it's really easy to set up. You have to add a bridge into config file, and I can say allow here, and then if I jump back over to RA, we're going to see that it has now started adding these new, it's added the new resources directly into the database. So allow, okay, and I'll go back over here now. Cool, so here are those resources, pick the 3 top resources, add them in here. I can connect all of these together. So one example that hopefully this works, is I will pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got these 4 resources here, and I can jump in to start a session, and I would say something like, can you connect these nodes? And it's going to hold all of these different nodes into focus. It's going to pull them into context and then create an edge or create connections between all of these nodes. So I'm starting to map this knowledge base. And then the last thing I will show is, so what I can actually do here is I can come back to this main talk. This was the original video here. So this is the node here. It's been chunked and embedded into the database. What I can actually do here is say integrate this node, and it's going to spin off a sub-agent, and that sub-agent workflow is basically going to run back through my entire database, do some background research. So it's going to use Tavily and search through Reddit and different resources, and it's going to come back to me and link up this with any previous research ideas material in my database that's going to be linked to it. So it's going to perform that mapping for me. So this takes, depending on how big your database is or how long you want the workflow to run for, how long you want it to search, how deep you want it to go. We can see the reasoning traces here. It might take 5 to 10 minutes. So I added it in before just to show you an example. And you can see here it's gone back through my database and it's linked it up with previous material. So it's found a previous Claude skills node. It's found some previous material by Simon Willison, exploring multi-agent research systems, long-term agentic memory. So these are great connected resources that already exist in my database. And yeah, one more. We'll do one more. The last thing I'll show is Claude Code, if I've got it here. Bear with me here. Actually, I'll save Claude Code for the next one. So in the same way that I was able to use Claude Desktop to read and write directly from the RA database or the local SQLite database, I can do the same with Claude Code or with Cursor by updating the config files. And it's really easy. So that I could be having an interaction with Claude Code, for example, which I might have working in one of my repos, and then I can write information directly from that repo, from that project, back into the database as well. So check it out. The free version it's got heaps of tokens, so you can use it for free forever. It's running directly locally to your device, so there's nothing going to the cloud. and you can also download the open source version yourself. And yeah, so the idea here is the magic happens in the actual interactions that you're having, in the way that you're extracting information from the research and grappling with it, integrating it, connecting it with the existing ideas you have. I just think that having this local database or this external knowledge management system is a forcing function to make that happen. So check it out, and let me know if you have any questions in the Discord, also on Twitter.